Welcome back, Knights of the Republic. You are returning to us finally to the galaxy of so far, far away. My name is Nicholas, also known as NikoTheLegend, well-mannered teenager, the snowflake, and the newly added rambling idiot. Thanks, Savage. That was a great comment. Appreciate that. Like, comment, and don't subscribe. Today, guys, we'll be talking about Knights of the Republic. That's right. You read it there. You heard it. Knights of the Republic game reportedly in development, and it's not BioWare. Now, to start off this video, it's going to be one of the lazier sides of Nico doing the video, which pretty much means I'm going to be reading the article to you guys right from the get-go, because I feel that since the rumor mill or development mill, whatever you want to call it, is in its infancy, I decide that it's important to just get down to the nitty-gritty, especially because there's so many different articles discussing about this, and it's a big one. And the whole thing, it's not being made by BioWare, is probably the biggest one of all, am I right? So, without further ado, please enjoy, and then by the end of it, we shall discuss it a little bit, and appreciate it, guys. Alright, here it goes. A new Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic game is reportedly in development according to multiple sources, and the title will be coming from a studio that isn't BioWare or EA. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is widely regarded to be one of the best uses of the Star Wars license in video game history, and the two RPGs in the series thus far are beloved by fans for their reverence for their source material combined with unique storytellings, character customizations, and impactful choices. While Knights of the Old Republic has mostly been dormant aside from ports to other platforms, including the mobile KOTOR version, there have been some developments over the years that have suggested it would become a bigger part of the Star Wars video games in the future. The establishment of Knights of the Republic character Darth Revan as canon had fans talking about what that could mean for future games centered around the Sith Lord. With Lucasfilm announcing earlier this month that it would be opening up the Star Wars video game license to more companies than just EA, the likelihood of the more Knights of the Republic increased, through other titles like the Ubisoft Star Wars game that has been announced first. According to a report from VGC that cites multiple sources including Star Wars Insider Bespin Bulletin, there is a new Star Wars KOTOR game currently in development, and it's being made by a studio that isn't BioWare or EA. According to Bespin Bulletin, the insider discovered that Jason Schreier, I probably said that wrong, sorry dude, has said the game isn't being made by EA, while other sources corroborated the fact that there is a new KOTOR game in development. While news of a new KOTOR game is a major development in its own right, the fact it's being developed outside of BioWare and EA is also startling. Apparently the game is being made by a studio that isn't a household name, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's being made by a bizarre choice, just not one that's immediately recognizable. A new KOTOR game from a less established but experienced RPG team could be a fresh start the series needs after its long dormancy. For now, of course, the report that a new KOTOR game is coming should still be considered a rumor, albeit that it has strong sources backing its claims. Only an official announcement from Lucasfilm or the team behind the project will solidify it as a reality, but if it does get announced, expect plenty of excitement. A new KOTOR is often cited as a way to reestablish the Star Wars license, and plenty of expectations will immediately be heaped onto the game as a result. Well, there you have it, folks. That's right, this is the beginning of the Knights of the Republic rumor mill, but when you have guys like Jason Schreier, once again I apologize if I butchered his name, being one of the main sources, and then Bespin Bulletin, another, I guess a Star Wars place that I've never heard of, source. But, you know, you got some reliable people behind the wheel. And I think that's pretty important to say, especially how this game is being developed not by BioWare, and maybe not even Obsidian. Now, don't get me wrong, if Obsidian were the ones to work on this, I would totally be down for it, because Knights of the Republic 2 is even better than the first game, for some people, they think, despite its crunchy game development. If you get the restored modded content on PC for KOTOR 2, it's a lot better. Still not a perfect game, but the writing is there, the gameplay is there, so on and so forth. I would love to see Obsidian to do it since they've already established it, but you know, they already got their hands full with plenty of IPs. Like Avowed, you got the Outer Worlds, and then you got maybe some Pillars of Eternity games, and then you got that one bug game that came out last year. I forgot what it was called. Giant, I think? Big? Who knows? An Ant Story? Remember that movie? No, but seriously, Obsidian would be perfect for it, although I would love it for the game to be made by, people that make RPG games first, that aren't owned by corporate schlock companies like EA. Sorry, BioWare, but you're not going to get the long end of the stick on this one. You got Larian Studios, In Exile, maybe even Starbreeze. Who knows, right? This is a company that many people don't know. It could be an up-and-coming one. You never know. This could be very, very cool to see this new company take the mantle, take the reins, take control of the Knights of the Republic IP series into a new direction, which doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing, just a new direction in terms of a new person working on it and a new way of experiencing it. My preference is that if it's a remake, that's great. It's going to look fantastic, modernized graphics and all that. We've seen what Knights of the Republic Aperion mod was going to look like, and that gave us a fresh new example. Rest in peace, guys, for that mod. That would have been great, but that ain't happening. Or seeing a sequel to KOTOR 2 would be also fantastic. There's still plenty to talk about with this entire series of games and stuff, especially when the Old Republic takes a few hundred years later than Knights of the Republic 2. And Revan is in the Old Republic as well. So it'd be kind of interesting to see the in-between of that and see what happens. Invent some new canonized characters, that would be awesome. Or maybe something even before. But besides that, folks, this game is going to be making a comeback. The series is alive and well. And what better time to be a Star Wars fan and a Knights of the Republic fan. And maybe even a BioWare fan. Just remember, BioWare was the start of all this. And somebody else will definitely enjoy finishing it. Thanks, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments below on how this makes you feel that Knights of the Republic is making a comeback. It is great. And also, how do you feel that it's not being made by BioWare? And what company would you love to see it being made by? Wouldn't that be something to talk about? Alright, I've been your host, NikoTheLegend, also known as the One-Manner Teenager, the Snowflake, and the newly added Rambling Idiot. It has been fun, and thank you.